The big stage is here, famous for its size.
You simply cannot beat race day at Talladega Superspeedway.
And the endless possibilities of what could happen. Xfinity drivers will be pushing their limits.
Fox NASCAR is in Talladega, Alabama. Today, the Xfinity Series racing at one of the most iconic tracks on the schedule, Talladega Superspeedway. Welcome in, everybody, on this Saturday afternoon with Tyler Reddick and Joey Logano. I'm Adam Alexander. It is so good to have you with us on Fox. Crash through the trioval. Big hit. This is the big one at Talladega. Marks the 31st time the NASCAR Xfinity Series is raced here at Talladega. It's our 8th race of 2021. And the weather forecast said rain and thunderstorms. But we have got a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. High temperature in the low 80s. And we hope the precipitation stays away.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got the home gym. I mean, TRD's got one heck of a setup I've seen on social media quite a bit. So
I might just go to Planet Fitness.
The Xfinity Series, 113 laps at Talladega. Front row, Austin Cindric, Daniel Hemrick. Here we go from Alabama.
And this is where you just see a shove fest, right? When there's 2 by 2 by 2. Someone's trying to single file out, whether it's the top or the bottom, try to gain control of the race. Right now you see those top 2 cars able to be a little bit closer. They're probably going to push out ahead of the 22.
Yeah, you know, this is the start of the race, but hey, initial start is a great time to work on the timing and pushing. And we saw the front row, really have the second row.
NASCAR Xfinity Series racing is sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR, and by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste unbelievably delicious. Getting ready to go in stage number 2 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Jeb Burton wins the race off pit road. No one stayed out, so he'll be the race leader here.
Good luck, but that's what Ty Dillon needs today. Needs a good, strong finish, and he's showing right now he's got the car and the position to do it, but we got a long way to go.
And he's been very open, has Ty Dillon, on social media about how he struggled mentally because of all the things that have gone wrong. Having a good afternoon so far at Talladega with 10 to go in stage 2. Here's our Xfinity fastest lap. And I would say Gregson's in a pretty good position. North of 196, next best, Brett Moffitt at 193. Maybe he knows what he's doing down there.
I mean, it's a heads-up call, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got shuffled out. I'll lay back here and get a good run.
I do like how his crew chief's like, are you all right? You know, it's something to talk about here, too. Look at all the cars out there still. No one's crashed yet. That means there's probably a storm brewing at some point, and it could be a big one. There's a lot of cars left. Typically, this point of the race, a few cars have been knocked out. And as intense as it has been out there on the racetrack, I'm surprised we haven't had a crash. We've had some close calls, but I know they're going to keep staying really close out there and pushing and shoving as we come down to the end of this race.
Yeah, especially with the weather, as we've been talking about. I mean, it could develop at any point. You just there's not really any time left to wait it out and ride. The guys that aren't in position, the drivers out there that are outside, are just trying to do everything they can to get to the front.
Nobody wants to be second. You remember who finished second in this race last year? That's right.
Yeah, you got me there. I was actually thinking about it. It's like, come on, I know what you mean, though. Yeah, absolutely.
Go for the win.
Yes.
Well, I do, but it's only because I did my homework. I would not expect the two of you to understand or remember. Hey,
well, thanks for not answering that for me.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil your trivia question. Watch that 98 in the outside lane. We mentioned him in the early portion of stage 2, Riley Herbst, and he faded, so perhaps he learned something in the early parts of that second stage that will pay off here in our final stage as he's pushing Brandon Jones a bit there in that outside lane.
You see Noah Gragson making a move. This one's not going to work out so well for me. Has no help down there with 3 wide bottom. I believe that's going to be going to the back if he doesn't find a hole here, and he's going to have to start all over again.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody, maybe you know, Brandon McReynolds, a spotter on the roof, let him know, hey, somebody else topped your fastest lap. You need to go to the back and get another one knocked out to take that fastest lap back. Maybe
At
that's
this
what
point in the race, I got to stay up there.
And here comes the 22 of Austin Cindric, jumping in front of Myatt Snyder in that inside lane, and he's getting a push from our most recent winner. Josh Berry did it at Martinsville, trying to do it again today. First win in his 13th start on the shortest track on the circuit. Wouldn't he love to get it done at Talladega?
You talk about fast cars needing to lead lines, Joey, and the 8 didn't obviously get to the back bumper of the 22, but once he came down, a really nice push off. You really saw the 22 drive away. That tells me Austin's got some good speed built in that car as well.
Absolutely. And as you see that back straightaway shot, so much fun. You watch those 2 cars go all the way to the top side to block. You know, you talk about this track being bigger than Daytona, but also the width of the track is another lane and a half wider, and trying to stop, you know how it is. Daytona, you can block, you know, 2 or 3 lanes and be okay. Here, it's hard to block 5 lanes. You know, you can go 5 wide around this racetrack if you're crazy, but you can do it. And trying to block that many as the leader, it takes a lot, and it takes, you know, obviously a big maneuver to do that. And we see kind of a line forming around the top here.
But it was a smart move. I mean, everything we've seen up to this point, I wouldn't have expected to see what we got right now. And a lot of cars lined up around the top. So, I mean, a good move by Cindric and Berry to jump up there and calm this thing down. They're in a good spot.
It happened quick. You know, Josh Berry might actually be the only person that's okay with second right now.
Years ago was Rookie of the Year, Vince, talking about Harrison Burton. But when you look at Joe Gibbs Racing and plate tracks, it's not been their thing. They haven't one-on-one since Elliott Sadler did it here in 2014.
Let's see. Ty Dillon stuck down there on the bottom. I think he saw his teammate go down there trying to make a move and was going to go with him. Then his teammate went back up in line. Oh, no.
Just north of 60 laps complete at Talladega. Austin Cindric leading. You're watching the
Just stay bottom here for now. Stay bottom for now, unless they're pitting. Unless you know they're pitting, then we'll go up. Stay bottom for now.
And here we go. A bit earlier than anticipated. 45 to go. These would be scheduled green flag stop. And it will cycle around and put Brandon Brown in the race lead. And now here he comes off the banking. Joe Graf in the 07 also making a pit stop. And we have a spinner, the 0 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, but he collects it, and he will make it in with no accident. We stay green, Vince.
Well, in the 68
happened to Earnhardt.
Really, it's pretty early. You know, you first got on the brakes. You look at the, you know, a lot of weepers, we call a lot of water down there on the apron. Well, that could have kind of come into play there.
It's
no
weird.
Harm, no follow, though. I think he's good to go before tires on it.
Yeah, that was very odd. The rear.
Just tell me what you think happened here.
Well, you
He's
see him
already
there in the back of your
sideways.
screen. Yeah, I mean, for him to lose it all by himself like that, I'm pretty certain there's a tire that's gone. And there you see part of the carcass of the tire. Maybe off the right rear.
Hey, but you know, he hangs on to it. And fortunate for him, I mean, the grass got him at Atlanta. And today we're in Talladega, Alabama. And here is the remainder of the Xfinity Series on FS1. In 2 weeks, throwback weekend at Darlington. We're racing on May 8th. That's a Dash for Cash race. So is Dover next month. Then we go to the road course in Austin, Texas, COTA. Charlotte weekend, Memorial Day weekend. That's a drivers only broadcast. We head to Mid-Ohio for some more road racing, and we wrap up our portion of the schedule June 12th on FS1 from Texas Motor Speedway. That will be All-Star Weekend for the NASCAR Cup Series. So all those drivers that were yet to make a stop under green have come in, and it
2 by 2 all the way back. Two on you tight. Now quarterback. Half back. Clear the 9. Clear the 9. Still clear. Coming with a run. 2. Still 2 off of you. 1 off of you. Half back to the 2.
Harrison Burton.
Yeah, we saw the 9 put the 22, you know, top of 3 wide. The 98, Riley Herbst went with Austin Cindric, but, you know, got some Chevrolets lined up in the middle. A lot of cars up on the top. We'll be curious to see if they can get some momentum coming back here.
Yeah, it's a pretty loose pack right now. You see there's a lot of distance between all the cars. Some 3 wide racing. As that tightens up, the runs will get big again towards the front.
Jeb Burton noses back out front down low. And as we watch Harrison Burton in that outside lane, we remind you he'll be racing on Fox tomorrow, making his Cup debut in the 96 car. Look at A.J. Allmendinger sliding up in front of the 20, and Jeb Burton jumps out in front of him. Teammates working together outside. And now back down toward the yellow line.
This is kind of the first time in a while we saw 2 teammates be up front trying to control the race. We'll see if that works. Because you know when the 9 car is anywhere near the front, he is not staying in line for anybody. He's going to make the move. The thing is, I'm not sure anyone's going to want to work with him.
Over the pushing.
Gregson did get a little bit of a push there from
9 inside 7.
Justin Allgaier. The team car.
I think if you're behind Noah, you want to work with him. If you're in front of him, I'd be a little worried, right?
You're in the mirror all the time. Well, Tyler, what's your percentage of time in the mirror compared to looking at the windshield?
Oh my gosh!
For you?
In these cars, in this race I won here, I don't think I looked out the front windshield the last 3 laps. When you're up front and you got nothing to look at, like Jeb Burton right here, oh man, he's got a handful. He might be looking forward now, but I'm looking in the mirror a lot.
Yeah, it's getting intense here, guys, for sure. Big moves, big blocks.
Here's Cindric again.
Get back to the top, man.
Coming through the middle is Brett Griffin. Coaches our race leader, Jeb Burton. 29 laps to go. The 10 is out front. Austin Cindric, and we've got trouble.
We have pretty good size.
Brandon Jones among them involved. Michael Annette and Ty Dillon in the 54.
Man, hate that for Ty Dillon. I mean, we've all talked about it. He just can't escape these kind of situations right now, and that's tough for him in this part-time schedule he's got.
A couple of Gibbs cars torn up in this one here.
Brandon Jones, one of our drivers, going for that $100,000 bonus via the Dash for Cash, and he's busted up and probably all done today.
Let's see what happened here.
Oh.
Looks like the 07's trying to squeak up. Maybe had a flat tire.
Graf lost, either had a tire go down or lost the handling for sure in some way.
I mean, for him to get that tight and drive all the way past cars to find the wall, I'm pretty sure he had something go wrong. And that just causes chaos.
These cars do creep up on you. I mean, you do feel very good in the draft here, but situations like these are the ones that cause these big pileups. Exit a 2, exit a 4. All of a sudden, you don't have any handling issue all race long, and you get in a situation like that with cars on your outside, and you know the car just does something you're not predicting, and it creates situations like these.
Unbelievable work by our camera folks. I mean, you can just see the debris flying through the air off of these race cars. Jones trying to get through, and Annette almost spun clean down in front of Ty Dillon, but once the 54 got together with the 19, it was on.
And not that you can say you're lucky.
4th caution of the day. 2nd time we've seen the yellow flag in our final stage.